What is the purpose of life? That is a question many human beings have wrestled with for most of their lives. Today, I'm not here to explain the metaphysics or the philosophical/logical reasons as to why my explanation is the purpose of life. I'm only going to share with you what I believe the purpose of life is. And that is simply to be yourself and to enjoy your experience, to fully immerse yourself in your own individuality of who you are. And that is a process of self-discovery. That is the beauty of living, is that you are constantly discovering and learning who you are through different milestones in life, through different phases of growth and expansion of consciousness and knowledge. A quote that comes to mind by the famous psychologist Carl Jung goes something like this: life doesn't really start until you reach the age of 40. Everything until the age of 40 is just simply doing research. And so the point of this quote of Carl Jung is that he believed greatly in the idea of the midlife crisis being actually a call of one's own self or psyche to grow and to fully self-develop. And so he saw all the experiences we've accumulated before that moment hits, which he saw around the age of 40 as being simply doing research in preparation to actually live. And so it's very much in tune with the concept of being yourself. To be yourself, you have to discover who you truly are deep down within. What archetype or what person or what aspect of reality do you want to embody? What character do you want to be? I guess we could say in the sense of an MMORPG game. Do you want to be the paladin, or also D&D, for example, Dungeons and Dragons? Do you want to be a paladin, a monk, a warrior, a ranger, a thief? Are you chaotic good? Are you neutral? Are you lawful good? Are you lawful evil? In very many ways, life is like this. And so the purpose is to immerse yourself in who you are, enjoy who you are, be who you want to be, and don't take things way too seriously, as we often do with our ego and the dogmas and ideologies we develop. Don't take things too seriously. Remember that life is a ride, as the famous comedian Bill Hicks would often say on the stage. Life has its ups and downs, its twists and turns, and its heights and frights, but it's just a ride. Or like the famous nursery rhyme, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, merrily, 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 life is but a dream. You know how it goes, right? Life is but a dream. I butchered that one because I'm sick right now, but yeah, that's the point. The point is that life is a dream, life is an experience, life is a ride, and we're going to experience many things. We're going to experience suffering, love, pain, torment, despair, disappointment, joy, healthy times, unhealthy times, times of enlightenment. We will also experience the dark night of the soul. But the point is to understand that. And if you understand that this is just an experience that you're going to wake up from and into the true reality of your spirit, of your being, you can go through life much easier than other people if you have this sort of, I don't want to say nonchalant, but this point of view that while you're being yourself, while you're experiencing life, you're open to what happens in it because you are, in a way, in a movie or in a video game, in a simulation, one could say. And so if you remember that, just like a dream is temporary, life is temporary. And so these things that occur to us, whether they be good or bad, they won't last forever. What we take with us is only our memories. We don't take anything material from this reality. So life is but a dream. The purpose of life is to enjoy the dream. There will be good dreams, there'll be bad dreams. But you can always take something of value from even a bad dream, from even a nightmare. You can learn something about yourself, the deepest aspects of your being. I like to say that life is like a video game because I truly believe that it's a sort of creation in which we are avatars for a higher consciousness to experience life. And so in many ways, it's like a video game. When you play a video game, you yourself are not in the game. Your consciousness now has an extension through a digital world, and you have an avatar in the game that embodies you, though you don't exist there. And that's the same principle with this reality. And so we're not really here. We're somewhere high above, elsewhere, our consciousness, our soul, our spirit, if you want to say. And we are just the avatars. We are the characters in our own story. And so the purpose is to be yourself. Be who you want to be. Experience who you want to be. And that is why in many cases I don't necessarily try to see things in black and white. There are eras of peace and there are eras of war. Sometimes people experience war. Sometimes people want to incarnate to experience what it's like to be a warrior or to be even a criminal. And I'm not saying that to condone those things. I'm simply saying that is who people truly want to be deep down inside, just like many people have the calling to be the opposite, a priest, a healer, a protector, a paladin, right? So there will be those who've hearkened to the call of evil and the path of darkness, and there will be those who hearken to the call of light and the path of good. But whether it's a nightmare, a bad dream, a good dream, we take something of value with us to the great beyond, and that prepares us for our next life. So that is the purpose. Be yourself. Enjoy the ride. Remember, life is just a dream.